Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between misty mountains and lush valleys, there ruled a king whose name struck fear into the hearts of his subjects, King Aldric the Cruel. His castle, perched atop a cliff, overlooking the sprawling city below, cast a shadow that darkened the spirits of those who dwelled within its reach. King Aldric ascended the throne after the sudden demise of his father, a gentle and beloved ruler. From the outset, Aldric's reign was marked by tyranny and oppression. He levied heavy taxes upon the impoverished villagers, seized lands that had been held by families for generations, and employed a legion of enforcers who enforced his will with iron fists. In the village at the foot of the castle lived a young boy named Ewan. Ewan's family had once been prosperous farmers, but under Aldric's rule, they had fallen into poverty. Despite the hardships, Ewan possessed a keen intellect and a brave heart. He often found solace in the stories told by the village elders, tales of heroes who rose against tyrants and brought justice to the land. One fateful day, Ewan witnessed firsthand the cruelty of King Aldric. Soldiers stormed through the village, seizing food and livestock as payment for the ever-increasing taxes. Ewan's family, already struggling to make ends meet, were left with nothing but empty fields and hungry bellies. Driven by a sense of righteous anger, Ewan resolved to confront the king and demand justice for his people. Under the cover of night, he crept through the forest that surrounded the castle, evading the patrols that prowled the grounds. Scaling the walls with the agility of a cat, Ewan slipped into the castle unnoticed. Inside, he beheld the opulence that King Aldric surrounded himself with, golden tapestries, sparkling jewels, and feasts fit for a dozen men. Yet the sight only hardened Ewan's resolve. He navigated the labyrinthine corridors until he found himself outside the throne room, where King Aldric held court with his advisors and enforcers. With courage bolstered by desperation, Ewan burst into the throne room and confronted the king. He pleaded for mercy for his people, recounting the suffering inflicted upon them by Aldric's oppressive rule. The king, seated upon his throne of ebony and ivory, regarded Ewan with cold amusement. "You dare to defy me, boy?" Aldric's voice echoed through the chamber, sending shivers down Ewan's spine. "You think a mere peasant can challenge the might of a king?" But Ewan stood his ground, fueled by the stories of heroes who had come before him. He spoke of justice and compassion, of the duty a king owed to his subjects. His words struck a chord among the assembled courtiers, some of whom had long harbored doubts about Aldric's reign. Enraged by Ewan's audacity, King Aldric ordered his guards to seize the boy and throw him into the dungeon. Yet as the guards moved forward, a murmur of dissent rippled through the court. The seed of rebellion had been planted, and Aldric could feel it taking root. That night, whispers of Ewan's bravery spread throughout the kingdom like wildfire. The villagers who had long suffered under Aldric's rule found new hope in the boy who dared to challenge their oppressor. In secret meetings held beneath the cover of darkness, they plotted to overthrow the wicked king and restore peace to the land. Days turned into weeks, and the momentum of the rebellion grew stronger. Villagers from all corners of the kingdom rallied behind Ewan's banner, united by their shared desire for freedom. They honed their skills in hidden camps nestled among the mountains, preparing for the day when they would storm the castle and confront King Aldric once and for all. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. Armed with makeshift weapons and hearts ablaze with determination, the rebels marched upon the castle walls. King Aldric, arrogant and overconfident, believed his power to be unshakable. Yet as the gates were breached and the castle echoed with the cries of battle, Aldric realized the depth of his folly. Cornered within the walls that had once seemed impregnable, King Aldric faced Ewan and the rebels who stood before him. The boy, now a leader among men, offered Aldric a chance to surrender and face justice for his crimes. But the king, consumed by his own pride and fear, refused to yield. In a final clash that shook the very foundations of the castle, Aldric was defeated. The tyrant who had held the kingdom in chains was overthrown, and peace was restored to the land. Ewan, hailed as a hero, ascended the throne with humility and wisdom, vowing never to forget the lessons learned from the reign of King Aldric the Cruel. And so, in the annals of history, the tale of Ewan and the wicked king became a testament to the enduring power of courage, compassion, and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to stand against tyranny.